Hola, buenos días, estudiantes. Hi, students. Soy Senorita Clark. I'm Senorita Clark, and I'm back with another video. We are into our second lesson for the week of April 20th. And vamos a comenzar. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, ¿cómo te vas? ¿Cómo te vas? Bueno, now in our last class we started to look at la hora, which means the time in Spanish. And we were asking the question, ¿qué hora es? Which is simply asking, what time is it? So looking at my clock right now, the long hand is on 12 and I'm asking, ¿qué hora es? What time is it? My answer should be, son las 3. But what if my short hand was on 1 and my long hand was on 12? The hour hand on 1, the minute hand on 12. It would be showing 1 o'clock. So we would say, es la una. So what you should have remembered was that when you are telling the time in Spanish, once you're using the hour 1, you have to start by saying es la. So it becomes es la una. But for all the other numbers, seeing that they're greater than 1, we're going to use son las followed by the numbers. So it starts from es la una, it is 1 o'clock. Son las dos, it is 2 o'clock. Son las tres, it is 3 o'clock, etc. Son las nueve, etc. Now we're going to sing, vamos a cantar la canción. Dime reloj, ¿qué hora es? Tic toc, es la una, ding. Dime reloj, ¿qué hora es? Tic toc, son las dos, ding dong. Dime reloj, ¿qué hora es? Tic toc. Fast forwarding and skipping some numbers. Son las 6, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Dime reloj, ¿qué hora es? Tic toc. Son las 8, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Dime reloj, ¿qué hora es? Tic toc, son las 12, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Excellent. So that's how we would see what time it is on the hour for each of these numbers here. Just remember, es la una for the hour 1, son las dos, or son las for all the other numbers, followed by the Spanish name for those numbers. And we know numbers 1 to 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, since we already know the basics from last class, we're going to be moving on to something a bit more technical. Today, we're going to be saying what time it is, but we're going to be looking at how many minutes there are past the hour. So, in Spanish now, when we are saying what time it is, how many minutes past the hour, we're going to be using the same word we use when we're adding in Spanish. It's the word y. If you look on your activity sheets, you will see that when saying past the hour in Spanish, we're going to use the word y. We're going to use the word y, and it's spelled just with the letter Y. That's it, just the letter Y. And remember, that's the same way we say and that's the same thing we use when we're adding to mean to add or plus. So the first thing that I'd like you to do for me now is to pause this video, and you're going to go to the link that I provided to you. You're going to be looking at numbers 1 to 100 in Spanish, and I want you to watch that video, sing along, and count along numbers números 1 hasta 100. Después vamos a hablar, and after that we'll talk. All right? Okay, excelente. Now we should all be looking on our activity sheet right now, and on our activity sheet we're going to be seeing a gray box, and it is titled ¿Qué hora es? And in this box there's a big circle representing a clock, and we have a lot of words. We have some numbers as well, 1 to 12, and we're going to go through that. We're going to be looking at how to say how many minutes past the hour today in Espanol. Now, firstly, let's look inside the clock. In blue, you see the word horas, and the word horas means hours. So anything written in blue, that's going to be the hour. That's going to be talking about the hour. Anything written in pink now, you will be seeing in the color. Anything in pink, this will be referring to the minutes. So minutos in pink, rosado, and horas, the hour, in blue, azul. So in blue, we have, for example, es la una under the one, right here in the middle. Son las dos, where two is. Son las tres. Son las cuatro. Son las cinco. Point and say it with me. Son las seis. Son las siete. Son las ocho. Son las nueve. Son las 10. Son las 11. Son las 12. So that's how you would say what hour it is. However, to say how many minutes past the hour now, you have to remember that in between each of the numbers, for example, between 12 and 1, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 little strokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, each of those little strokes represents a minute. So when the long hand is pointing on it, it's telling you that that amount of minute has passed before you get to, once you're leaving a particular number. So for example, it was at 12 and it moved from 12 and it went to the little slash between, went 1, 2, 3. If it's on the third little dash in between the number, that means it's 3 minutes past the hour. And it continues 4 minutes past, and then the next one now you'll see is a thicker one. And this is directly above the number 1. And this would mean that it's 5 minutes past the hour. So that means each number you increase by on the clock, where you see 1, 2, 3, 4 go up to 12, is 5 minutes. Each of them is increasing by 5. So it's 1 would be 5 minutes past the hour. 2 is telling you that it's 10 minutes past the hour. 3 is telling you that it's 15 minutes past the hour, or a quarter past the hour. If you split the clock in fours, this is a quarter over here between the 12 and the 3. Once you get to 4, it's 20 minutes past the hour. 5, 25 minutes past. 6, 30 minutes past the hour, or half past the hour. 7, 35 minutes past the hour. 8, 40 minutes past the hour. 9, 45 minutes past the hour. 10, 50 minutes past the hour. 11, 55 minutes past the hour. And then when it goes up to 12, it is on the dot, en punto, on the dot. Cool? So if I want to say it is 5 minutes past 1, I'm going to say es la una. Then I'm going to write also y cinco. Y cinco means 5 minutes past. So whatever time it is, once I want to say 5 minutes past, I'm going to use y cinco. If it was 5 minutes past 2, I would start by saying son las 2:05. If it is 5 minutes past 10, it would be son las 10:05. So we start with the hour, son las, the hour, y, the amount of minutes past the hour. So son las 10:05. What if it was 10 minutes past 1? I would say es la una, start with the hour, es la 1:10. 10 minutes past 1. 10 minutes past 3. Son las 3:10. If it was 15 minutes past 8, I would say son las 8:15. Son las 8:15. 15 minutes past the hour. And what if I wanted to say 20 minutes past 9? Son las 9:20. Son las 9:20. If I want to say 25 minutes past 10, son las 10:25. Son las 10, the hour, y 25, 25 minutes past 10. And what if I wanted to say 11:30? 11:30 could be son las 11:30. Son las 11, it is 11:30 or 8:30, 30 minutes past. Now, two more things. Another way to say 15 minutes past the hour is y cuarto. So remember I said if you cut the clock into 2, you get 2 halves. If you cut it again across, you get 4 quarters. So once the long hand is on 3 or 9, it is going to be either quarter past the hour or quarter to the hour that's coming up next. So if it's on the 3, if the long hand is on 3, that means 15 minutes have passed out of the hour. If the long hand is on 9, it's going to be 15 minutes to the next hour that's coming up. But we're not doing to the hour today, we're doing past the hour. We'll look at that next class. Now, as I was saying, so another way to say 15 minutes past the hour is y cuarto. So you can say y quince or y cuarto. And if I want to say half past the hour, I can also say y media. You can use either y 30 or y media. So y 30 and y media go hand in hand. Half past or 30 minutes past. Y quince and y cuarto, 15 minutes past or quarter past. Bueno, good. Now, as you know, we have digital clocks and we have analog clocks. Digital clocks are the ones, for example, that show you 9:05, 3:10, 7:15, and then the analog clocks are these clocks right here, where you will see the numbers and the hands moving around. Now, let's just go through a few examples before you get to your activities. Now, let's say I want to say what time it is in Spanish. My long hand is on 12, my short hand is on 1. Remember, once it has to do with the hour 1, we're going to start by saying es la. And since it's 1, it's going to be es la una. Es la una. But what if the long hand came down here to visit number 3? Now, the short hand is a little bit past the 1. So we're talking about some minutes past 1, right? And then now the long hand is pointing directly on the 3, which means that 15 minutes have already gone from the hour, or quarter, they're staying quarter past the hour. So if you want to say 15 minutes past 1 or quarter past 1, we're going to say es la una y what? We have two options. Es la una y cuarto, or we can say es la una y quince. Bueno? Let's give another example. If my long hand was down here on 6 and my short hand was still past 1, it hasn't gotten to 2 yet, so it's not 2 o'clock yet, it is still past 1, and my long hand is on 6. So if my long hand is on 6, how many minutes have passed? From over here we count, where is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes have gone. So it's 30 minutes past 1, or the same as half past 1. So if I want to say 30 minutes past 1 or half past 1, I have to say es la una y media, or es la una y 30. Half past 1, 30 minutes past 1. Same thing. Now, what if my short hand came all the way down here to 4? 4 in Spanish is cuatro. And if my long hand is on 12, while the short hand is on 4, it is saying son las cuatro. It is 4 o'clock. But if my short hand decided to go all the way down to where 5 is, it's no longer 4 o'clock, but it's now past 4 o'clock, because we can see that the short hand is just a little bit past 4, right? And let's count how many minutes have passed since we have been to 4 o'clock. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 minutes past 4. So how do we say this in Spanish? We would say son las 4:25. Son las 4:25, 25 minutes past 4. Now let us continue around the clock. Nuestro reloj. My long hand is now on 9. And then now, well, it's a little bit past 9, and my short hand is a little bit past 9, and my long hand is on 8. So my hour hand is between 9 and 10. My minute hand is on 8. So firstly, let's figure out what the short hand is saying to us. It's saying that it's past 9 o'clock. It's not 10 as yet, so we're not going to say 10:05 or 10:08 or 10:40, because the short hand hasn't gotten to 10 as yet. So we know that it is still past 9. Now what we can say is, now down here our long hand is on the number 8, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then 40. 40, 40 minutes past 9. So in Spanish, we're going to say son las, what hour is it? 9. Y how many minutes past the hour? 40. Son las 9:40. Son las 9:40. And let's do un ejemplo más. One more example. My long hand will now be on my long hand is now on the 10, and my short hand is between the 12 and the 1. So we're saying how many minutes past 12 now before we get to, we're not going to say how many minutes before we get to 1 just yet. We're trying to say how many minutes past 12. So let's count. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, then 50. 50 is 50. So it's 50 minutes past 12. So 12:50 in Spanish would be son las, what's 12 in Spanish? 12:40. Son las 12:40, which is 12:50. Comprenden? Everybody understands? I hope that everybody's understanding. So just remember, when you are telling the time in Spanish, if it has to do with the hour 1, you always start by saying es la una. For all other numbers, you start by saying son las. And when we're saying past the hour, we're going to be using I. I also means and it also means plus when we're adding. Now remember, when you're saying minutes past the hour, you're counting from here. Each number represents 5 minutes, so you're increasing by 5. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 en punto, on the dot. Okay? Bueno. Now you have 2 actividades to do for me. Those actividades, 2 activities to do for me. You have your activity sheets. On the first one, you're going to be completing the sentences to say what time are being shown on the clocks in Spanish. So that's for the first activity. And for the second activity, it's a time activity as well. You are going to be writing the time. The first activity is showing analog clocks like this one, but the second activity is showing digital times. So you have, for example, 7:00, 7 o'clock, 2:05, 2:05, or 5 minutes past 2, 4 dot dot or colon 11, 11 minutes past 4 or 4:11, 12:59, 12:59. So you have to write what those times are in Spanish sentences. Okay? So you have those 2 activities to complete, and remember, you also have the clock showing you how to say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes on the clock past the hour on your activity sheet as well. So you can use that to help you, alright? So this is where we pause for today, and I'll see you next class. Well, you'll see me next class. So for now, adios, 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 adios. Adiós, 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 adiós. Adiós, estudiantes.